But to give a little backstory for the people that don't know, I didn't grow up with a rich family or have any special connections. I grew up in a small farm town in Ontario, Canada, where the average person was honestly just lucky to make a living. Like, there wasn't really much opportunity when you're from a small town like this, especially when it's a tight-knit community of people that have been living here for generations. They all kind of know each other. So when you're newer into a small type of city like this, you don't have the connections that other people have to even get out of a place like this. You're kind of stuck in your own little mini world. And when my family did move here, we moved here because we were placed in Section 8 or government housing, and this is the place that we found a home in. If you don't know, that's when the government finds you a house to stay at because you can't afford to pay mortgage or pay rent on an actual house. Now, the reason we were placed in Section 8 housing was because my dad was the only person making money in our whole family. He was a new immigrant to the country, and it's not to say he didn't work hard. He is the hardest working person I have ever met in my life, hands down. He worked 12 to 14-hour shifts every single day, and even if he was sick, he would go into work. If it was raining, if it was cold, if it was a heat wave outside, he would go and work outside every single day. And I remember when I was growing up, I thought he was Superman because I thought he was invincible. He was working every day, no matter what. And obviously, like most kids, I've looked up to my dad my whole life, and he's never once shown any emotion about we couldn't pay the bills or we couldn't do this. He's never shown that negative side of anything to me, at least. He always made it super positive. Even though we knew what was going on, he was still a super positive person. And that's something that always resonated with me growing up, is that he always looked at the positive sides and tried to ignore the negatives as much as he could. And though me and my siblings knew we weren't growing up rich or anything like that, he still made sure that we had the resources to live the best life that we needed to live. And when I think about my work ethic, my personality, or even any of the success that I've had thus far in my life, no questions, it's all due to him.